Hello and welcome. Today we are going to discuss with Professor Zikroor Rehman the issue of Obama's speech in Cairo University, which has perhaps really drawn worldwide attention. I think people expected something new from Obama, and a lot of people think that he has said something new. While a lot of others have also claimed that there isn't really anything substantive, but it is rhetoric. Professor Rehman, you have been an ambassador of India in Palestine. You have had a very large stint dealing with various Muslim countries as well as international affairs. How do you place President Obama's speech?
It is true that there was something new in Obama's speech, but new for a certain number of countries. First of all, we have to see that this speech is a reconciliatory speech. It offers reconciliation with the Islamic world. While it is a reconciliatory speech, no doubt about it, it is new to a certain extent when he is offering a kind of rapprochement with the Muslim world or the Islamic world, what his predecessor Bush had tried to juxtapose small thing and brought along with the neoconservatives this clash of civilization, the ideology of clash of civilization. They were really at war path with the Arab world and with the Islamic world altogether.
And Islamophobia,
which they had introduced. Now this gentleman realizes that this path is not going to lead to United States and its allies anywhere. So what we find is that this man is really sincerely trying to see that United States of America and its image in the Arab and Islamic world changes.
So what you would recognize in this speech is the fact that it's a break from the kind of rhetoric which the United States was really doing, which had almost made this into a kind of medieval crusade form. Though it articulated terrorism, it appeared to be more on the collision course with the Islamic world.
Exactly.
This is what you would see as the positive element of President Obama's speech.
Exactly. That is exactly what I meant. However, if you see the three aspects of it, now the three issues which are very, very important to the Arab world and the Islamic world, if we analyze one by one, we will find that there is nothing new in that speech. Look, even President George Bush also gave these kind of speeches. But the difference is speech and action. What Arab world and Islamic world is now waiting to see that what action this gentleman, President Obama, takes. You see, at the time of his departure...
May I interrupt for a minute? When you say that George Bush used to speak the same things, you are talking about specific issues regarding Palestine.
Very specific issues regarding Palestine, very specific issue regarding Palestine. But he will speak something else, and his actions did never show that this man really was sincere in implementing those words which he was speaking.
If you want to take the Palestinian peace process forward, there are two issues that really United States has to confront. One is, of course, the issue of settlements. And
Right.
it's not simply a question of stopping new settlement activities, but really dismantling settlements, without
Exactly.
which the occupation cannot go.
Exactly.
And secondly, of course, has to address the issue that the entire Palestinian land today is both fragmented, is also covered, really surrounded by this apartheid wall which has been built. Large land grabs are in process. Unless Obama is willing to confront any of this, there is really no way forward.
It is very, very difficult for Obama, really, let me tell you. The situation on the ground is totally different. A Palestinian National Authority and PLO had agreed to give to Israel 78% of land. It was only 22% of land that they were talking to create a state of Palestine on that. Now, even out of that 22% of land, you won't believe that around 50% of land is already occupied through settlements. Now that means that you are trying to give only 10% land back to the Palestinian from the original total Palestine of 1948, and that too fragmented, surrounded with walls, with apartheid roads, with no water to them, direct access to water, no direct access to the airport or for any open boundaries, or total control from all the sides. And that too they're just talking. They are not giving them. They are not giving them. And perhaps the best opportunity was with the previous Israeli government, when the previous Israeli government was there. Today, the Israeli government is totally a different government, with Ehud Barak and with the Prime Minister today, who is considered a hawk. Palestinians have no hope that Israel would move even an inch towards what Mr. Barack Obama visualizes or has a vision of two-state solution of Palestine.
Do you consider the two-state solution, the way it's going, as becoming more and more unworkable?
Yes.
And therefore, as it appears, that the only way forward is what Obama also mentioned in his speech, is South Africa and so on, which is basically take up the anti-apartheid struggle.
Well, he spoke about South Africa because he just wanted to give an example that, like the blacks, they did not adopt the violent means. That is what he wanted to say.
But it does pose the issue.
Yeah,
if you have an apartheid state,
yes, exactly.
This is also what
in
we have
fact,
to do.
very large number of Palestinians, they are of the view that they do not want a two-state solution. They say that why don't you annex West Bank and Gaza Strip?
Go for
Make it a part of Israel. And let the Palestinians live in that very land of Israel. But Israel doesn't want. Because the day they annex West Bank, the day they annex Gaza, that means they are also liable to have 6 million Palestinians on their soil. And the day 6 million Palestinians are in Israel, then the Israeli Jewish population is in minority and Palestinian population is in majority. They are afraid that tomorrow they will be branded as racist. So therefore, it is in their interest to continue occupying without annexing it and to continue controlling those sources and resources of water, electricity. Palestine is a lush green area. It's a virgin land. The aquifers, the water which is going to Israel, 90% water is only in the West Bank.
Yes.
And they do not want to part with that water. Although Palestinians say that let us have an agreement, let us have a treaty, we can have an understanding on sharing of waters, but they do not want to part with this land solely because they know that their survival without having an occupation of West Bank would be in danger. And therefore they do not want it. And a very large population of Palestinians say that, look, please, annex it and make us a part of it.